Ghana's most vulnerable children in deprived communities are more likely to miss out on school. These children live in poverty and face many barriers to accessing education. Some are obvious, and this is when these children either have to walk for long distances to have access to a public school. What then happens to children with disabilities? For other children, there is none to go to in their communities, as well as neighboring communities. For lack of any other option, these children are forced to stay at home. How is this issue being addressed to ensure that all children have access to quality education?
To really make sure every school is put on the electronic map, which means you'll be able to see where the schools are. And where there are no schools, we can then take action to ensure that there are schools there. You look at places like Haswa, lack of public schools is a real concern. And we have to begin with the school mapping tools to really see the challenge that we have there. There are schools that charge them on a daily basis. Going to school by susu is something that is very difficult, and you only do when you're at your wit's end, which means on days that you don't have money, your child doesn't go to school.
According to the Minister for Education, Dr. Yawose Duchum, his outfit is working with stakeholders in the education sector to implement various strategies to complement their efforts to ensure equitable access to quality education from early childhood to adolescence, including children with disabilities, marginalized children, and those living in humanitarian and emergency settings.
Realization has been made that education is what will change this country. So when you hear of free senior high school, it's not an end in itself. It's not a political kind of gimmick. It's a means to an end of socioeconomic transformation, a place where the rich and the poor will have access to quality secondary education. We are going to form alliance and strengthen our education transformation space and ensure that we can respond to the needs of children in this country.
All children have the right to go to school and learn, regardless of who they are or where they live. Quality learning requires a safe, friendly environment, qualified and motivated teachers, and instruction in languages students can understand. It also requires that learning outcomes be monitored and feed back into instruction. For GBC News, Ofri Wadakon reporting.